Hey everyone, this is Johnny G and Friends from Panama Vista Records. Tonight we're going to spotlight the song Goodnight Moon. But before we start, we'd like to introduce a very special guest tonight, the co-founder of Johnny G and Friends, Mr. Brett George. Hello Brett, how are you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Co-founder, huh?
Co-founder is right.
Nice. All right.
So I'd like to talk to you a couple of questions. One, what time? That's kind of funny. What age were you think when you really started getting interested and serious about music?
I would probably say when I was in college, there was you used to have a lot of down and free time. So, something fun if your friends were either still in class or you had an off day or you just weren't busy or you're just, waking up on a weekend and there wasn't something to do, you could just grab your guitar and kind of just play around. And
Sure.
so that was kind of where I started getting most interested in it, I would say, for sure.
So who were your influences when you were growing up? Musical influences?
Pretty varied. I when I was really little, I would listen to a lot of the Beatles, and that was a huge influence on me early on. But I really enjoy punk rock. I really enjoyed rap. I like the bass and the melody and the lyricisms of hip hop music, and so my musical tastes were pretty varied in that respect.
Any particular names of groups that were stand out among the others?
As far as kind of the punk scene, I really loved Boxcar Racer, Blink 182, Green Day, those type of bands, and then rap wise, just kind of anything in the late '90s, early 2000s. I was probably on board with.
Sure. So what instruments do you like playing?
I have a mandolin and I have a bass guitar that are relatively new for me. But at the time I wrote this song, I only play guitar and focused on that. But I do like goofing off on a mandolin, or not mandolin, a ukulele. Excuse me. I don't really know a lot of the technicality stuff of the ukulele, but I just kind of goof around on it and make some sounds.
Well, I'll never forget you got that ukulele for Christmas, and you were gone for like an hour or so. And I went into the great room, and all of a sudden you go, "Hey, Dad, look, here's a song that I wrote on this uke," and it was a song that wasn't even a traditional ukulele.
It was more like finger picking a ukulele, and it worked though.
It was unbelievable, really. It was real kind of a classical, and that led really to the music of the Renaissance album.
Yeah, so that was it's a fun little instrument to play, but most of the time I spend the time on my guitar.
Yeah, and that song we're talking about was called "Wind Me Up." I have a question for you as far as right now you are in medicine and you live in Memphis, and tell us a little bit about that career and that career decision that you wanted to do.
Yeah, that's something that's been one of my goals for a long time. I knew pretty early on, as far as probably in high school, that I wanted to be a doctor, and so that's what I pursued, and done with my training, and took a long time to do that, but I enjoy it a lot, and so but the thing is it's really time consuming, so a lot of the time I don't have a lot of free time to play instruments, so when I do get time to play, it's hard to get into a new flow and write a new song. For me, I got to play for a while, so sometimes I'll play a lot of our old songs, and then every once in a while a new one pops up and it'll be nice, but it's just a lot more time constrained.
One of the albums that you came out with for Johnny G and Friends was called Brett George College Days. What is your favorite or do you have some favorite songs from that? And I was going to ask you, what is your favorite song from there, or songs? And can you tell us anything about those songs?
Yeah, I think I don't have a song. I don't have the track listing in front of me, but I think two of my favorite songs are probably "Pull Up My Bootstraps" and "My Own Man."
I love those songs. Those are great songs.
Yeah, I really enjoy those songs. I just like listening to them because I think they are. It's really a personal message of I wrote those, and like, it's kind of uncertainty, and you're finding yourself, and you're discovering who you are in college, and as a young adult, and eventually you kind of just come to a point where you're saying, well, I'm gonna do it this way, and that's how I'm gonna do it, and I can change it in the future, but I'm not gonna second guess it or question it, because
Sure.
that's just I gotta pick a path and go.
That's
like
right.
That's it. Like
And stay on that path.
right. You gotta go.
Well, I always remembered when your friends would come over and visit, like for a weekend, and you guys would always be out in the great room just singing away. And what was the fun thing about that for you? As far as, is that part of the songwriting that you like, something that kind of touches people's hearts, and or at least touches some kind of string inside there that everyone wants to kind of join in?
For me, it's not so much spreading any kind of message or anything like that. For me, it's more just having fun. And so if something in music is fun and it sounds fun and people enjoy it, then that's great. And I welcome people to share in that and join it. So, for my when my friends would come over and we would play music, the ones who did, we would just enjoy playing music and creating, and not even necessarily creating anything of substance. Just it's fun to
Sure.
strum on a guitar. It's fun to sing. It's fun to play your favorite band songs and try to learn their songs and say, hey man, we can play that. That's really fun, and it's fun to play. But yeah, at the same time, I've told you this in private many times, but I never write music for a purpose other than my or our bandmates' kind of personal enjoyment. Like, if other people like it, fantastic. That's great.
Yeah.
But the music that I write usually is fairly personal, so it's personal to me. So I enjoy it. So it's cathartic to me and fun, and I enjoy doing that.
Now, when you were younger, you had a little band called Cab with your good friend Al Apien and Kyle Cawthon, man.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were great.
We just enjoyed it. We were three dudes who played guitar, and we were friends long before that.
Sure.
But we kind of all got into music around the same time, and we all liked very similar music, and we all just had fun. So music was kind of secondary. But we did write like a few songs, and I think we had a CD. We had a CD. And it was great. Like we just had a blast doing that, and it's just the two other guys I'm speaking about. They're both great guys and professionals in their profession as well, and we're still all very, very good friends. But when you're in high school and then you all go to a different college, it's hard to keep a band together when every member goes to another school out of a different state.
Well, I remember you recording at Pana Vista Records in the studio, and it was so much fun listening to you guys, because you're correct. You guys had so much joy and fun recording and just playing.
It was fun.
And a lot of laughter.
It's enjoyable.
And that's kind of, for me too. I just love music, and I love the way music makes you feel, and
I think the thing is, for me, I don't view myself by any means as a professional musician. I'm just a person who enjoys music. I enjoy playing music.
I get that. I mean, I just feel I like songwriting. I love songs.
Yeah,
I grew up listening to the Beatles, and I loved Motown, and I loved the English invasion, the British invasion, and I love songs,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of what led me to continue to write and do things of that nature. I don't know if you know this, but you had a big influence on me to continue writing when you were growing up, because you'd come in and listen to me play and you'd go, "Hey, Dad, that's really cool," or something. And then I'd go in my brain, I'd say, "Well, that's cool." I mean, I'm glad he likes it. I guess I'll continue to write.
So second wind effect.
Yeah, absolutely. So I appreciate that and the influence that you had on me.
Cool.
So, well, tonight we're going to highlight and spotlight a song of yours called "Goodnight Moon." And,
okay.
And it's on our album, My Tennessee Moon. Mm-hmm. And I just love that song. It's one of those songs where it's just an acoustic guitar, and then you go back in and do another track with lead, and you do the vocals. But I do some backup vocals, but I have a little funny story about that. I don't know if you remember this, but you came up to my bedroom. We were asleep. Mom and I were asleep, and it was about 1:30 at night. And you go, hey, Dad, I got this song. Come down and listen to this in the studio. So I went down, and you remember that?
It's like 1:30 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. It was really funny. So I went down and listened to the song. I went, "Man, I really like this. You mind if I put a little vocal on the little harmonies on the chorus?" And you go, "Oh, sure, Dad." So we put that in there, and it was just really funny. So I apologize. Those vocals are like 1:30 in the morning vocals, but
I think we redid them.
Probably did.
We went back and redid them
in the long run.
Yeah, it's acid track, right?
Sure,
acid track.
An acid track. But anyway, it was really fun, and I'm really so happy and proud of you. And I know that you'll continue writing, and because you just love love this skill. And so anyway,
that song, and so that song is essentially, kind of, it's called "Goodnight Moon," and as anybody who knows me, especially when I was younger, I am a night owl, so. I'll stay up till 4 a.m, and I have no problem waking up at noon. That's fine with me. But society does not feel that's okay. So, you got to get back in. But the point of the song is really kind of when you're by yourself at night. And I was just thinking, hey, it's just me. It's just me by myself with my thoughts, and I'm with the moon. So it's almost like I'm having a conversation and talking to the moon, because we're the only ones up awake anymore. And so that's where the idea for this song kind of came from.
That's really cool. So we want to thank you very much for being a big part of the band, and just really thank you for the interview today, and couldn't be more happier to see you and visit. And we really appreciate you coming and seeing us here at Panda Vista Records. So without further ado, do you have anything else to say?
Enjoy the music.
Oh, great. So without any further ado, we're going to play on the CD, My Tennessee Moon, and the song is called "Goodnight Moon."
And are you going to share any of your music with us today?
Well, I'll tell you what. We could add another song after "Goodnight Moon," and we'll do one. I'll tell you what. Why don't we play "Wind Me Up," which is the ukulele song that we talked about. So we'll do "Goodnight Moon" and "Wind Me Up" today. Is that okay?
That sounds good with me.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening, and we hope you enjoy the music.
Hey, hey, good night, moon. Really hope that I see you soon. But the sun is about to rise, and that's about the time I close my eyes and sleep. Day away, sleep. The day away, sleep. Day away, sleep. The day away. Hey, hey, good night, moon. Did you know I've been watching you, chasing dreams through the clouds? Really hope that you come out and sleep. good night moon. I heard that you're feeling blue. Is there anything that I can do to help you make it through and sleep the day away? Sleep the day away. Sleep the day away. Sleep the day away. My moon, she's the only one who really knows me. My moon, she's the only one. My moon, sleep. My moon, she's the only one who really knows me. My moon, she's the only one. Day away. My moon, she's the only one who really knows me. My moon, she's the only one. Day away. Wind me up, play with me a while. Let's dance in the middle of the room while the others smile. Hold me high, hold me all around. Shake hands with Teddy Bear, Donkey and Mr. Clown. Say your name, and I'll say mine. Please keep me in your heart and help me feel alive. Sing